is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Water.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vanderkrant in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vanderkrant in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono. He's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson off wide.
Is green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to turn it to twos. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, guy just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if we get a good run. God's just absolute thinker, but it is a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights Championship. Round 2 at Fuji. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Steve Sinkovic here this evening as well. And, well, it's going to be an absolute banger. Why do I say that? Well, look on the schedule. It's a 20-minute and a 40-minute race here after Portland for the 1 hour we had last week as well. Round 3, we're going to go to Hockenheim. Round 4 for Detroit. Mount Panorama, an hour at Bathurst in these cars. Gotta love that one. Oschersleben for round 6, then Alton Park without Britons for round 7, then off to Sandown, and we finish the season at Phillip Islands. So it's going to be absolutely awesome, I'm sure. Let's bring Mr. Steve Sinkovic into the booth with us. Steve, welcome in, bud. How are you?
I'm a very good, mate. Very good. Epic week so far. Sick racing last night in the rain, in the dry. Good efforts out there by all the lads. And I'm here tonight with you, mate, which is always a pleasure to do the Super Formula Lights, which is probably the first time I've said it correctly. And we've already got someone in quality spitting there. Looks like Nathan Varney having a bit of a turnabout. Few new drivers out there, mate, and also a few drivers changed teams. So it's going to be a great night, and a few drivers that have been away sick back as well. So the grid is looking very, very, very cool.
Yeah, let's hope we don't have the problems we had last week. Stephanie Piccoli, evening JP and Seeger, evening. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining us. As you're not out on the racetrack, do you not drive Super Formula Lights, Steph? Or is that something that you...
No, she doesn't. But
understandable, to be fair.
If you need to get behind one of these things, I reckon you'd have a good crack at it.
Yeah, definitely. I can see we've got that horrible janky chicane in at this one at Dunlop Corner there, so that's going to be a nice one here for these guys to try and comprehend as we go on board. We've got some of these guys coming into qualifying now. We'll try and jump on board with Dylan De Bono. Hopefully he'll go all the way around the race circuit, so we'll be able to bring you up what's going to happen in this one as well. Long sweeping corners towards the end. You can see the long right-hander just kicking it all the way around here, and then we're going to be able to basically just motor on down this straight until what time we get down into turn 1. It's going to be very, very interesting. The reason I say that is turn 1 is a multiple lined corner. What do you mean, JP? Well, I mean that they can go basically multiple lines through turn 1 that can cause mass dramas. We can either got this wide open line or we got the short cutback line there as well. So Dylan De Bono takes the right hander and then motors on down through turn 1, turn 2, coming into the left hander at turn 3 before we go 100R, which is going to be a long sweeping right hander here. I don't know how you get on here, Steve, but I'm not a lover of this.
No, that left-hander there. Hopefully that curb, the race curb, doesn't cause too much problem. This here is going to be a diving area. A lot of guys diving on the inside and trying to get passes done across here. So that's going to be a critical point as well. And this hairpin on the right-hand side, that always has a lot of action. And the part I hate the most, mate, is that last damn corner. I can never, ever, ever get it right.
Yeah, it's a tough one, to be fair, and the reason for that is basically it's one of these ones where you're keeping the power on. It's very, very late in putting the power down. You go through the left-hander here for turn 14 into 15 again. You've got to wait. Yeah, you've just got to wait and wait and wait, and this is exactly the same corner as well. You're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you can apply the power and get out and get going. It is an interesting one. I think for anybody that's not driven this circuit, I would probably say go and have a go. If you're not great, though, you might struggle a little bit. But that is the time from De Bono going over the line very, very shortly. Time's going to come in thick and fast here, I think, Steve, as well. Everybody out on the racetrack at the same time. Pro-Ams, and AMs, if you're wondering what the colours are on the left-hand side.
They're all trying to get a draft off each other by the look of it. They're all within a couple of tenths of each other. So anyone makes a mistake, it's going to be a absolute bit of carnage for the qualities. Already people calling things in, so they're already copying it left, right and centre. That straight is so damn long, man. If you don't get a good exit out of that last corner, you are going to be swamped like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to make sure you get it right. Joshua Horton, of course, out here as well. He is there in qualifying, going through the left-hander towards the back end of the circuit here for Josh through this final corner. Again, a multi-line corner. You can go in tight, you can go out wide. Does it cause problems? Absolutely it will. So you've just got to be majorly careful to see what will happen as well. I do not like this track at all, says Sean Benici while stamping his feet on the floor at home there at the same time. Sean, some people don't, mate.
Threw his toys out of the bathtub just then, I think.
Yeah, he had a right little paddy on, you know what I mean? I don't like this one. Stamp, dummy on the floor.
Well, at least there's only 3 sectors to look at, so it's not too bad. Dougie Gowans has got a green, purple, green. Marcus Watson is continuing his form from last week of a 132.762, but Gowans is only behind him by maybe, 2 100, so it's not that far apart. Also, viewers, if you may have noticed, we are launching our new overlays tonight, so it's still not finally tuned to the very, very nth degree, but this is where it's going for all our series, and you guys got the privilege of seeing it first. So the V8s and the 86s will be along these lines, just different colour codes like we do with everything, all on brand. And JP has been swearing and cussing for the last 24 hours working on this for me.
Yes. You're right. Don't you worry, mate. You know what I mean? That's 8 hours on one. You know what I mean? You want me to do 3. Good luck.
Well, I'm hoping that the other 3 is just plug and play from here onwards, you'd think anyway. But you never know. Should we do some news of the world, mate?
Oh, I don't know if I really
Can I have my bitch and moan?
Oh, go on then. Kick it off.
God, there he says. I don't know if all you viewers out there follow the Real World F1, but news out today that the young fella from Australia, Mr. Jack Doohan, has been replaced by Franco Colapinto. The team principal has quit, left everyone for dead, and Flavio's taken over. And Colapinto has got himself 5 rounds to prove himself. And then they're probably going to juggle them around again and see who's had the better run out of those 5. Colapinto actually cost Williams a lot of money last season with some major stacks. So hopefully Doohan's going to be lucky, and Colapinto will do some major damage in the cars as well. And he'll be back in the seat after 5 rounds. Is it official? Yes, it's official.
Yeah, it is. It's on... Unfortunately, it's on the news.
F1.
Yeah, it's on F1 and everything else is blasted right over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation briefly in the green room, and we could be here all day, guys, bitching about this. So just be aware. We'll keep it as minimal as possible. I honestly think, and this is what I think they bring in people in, Doohan was what, 22 or something like that? Young lad.
He's 22, yeah.
The young lad brought in, thrust into the seat of Alpine and said, right, go for it. Now, has he made mistakes?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Are they all his own fault? Well, debatable, depending on some of the incidents and accidents he's been involved with. But I think it is just too much, too quick, and telling Colapinto, right, you've only got 5 rounds, mate, otherwise you back out, is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know who sits back and absolutely opens this up and goes, right, you've got 5 rounds, crack on. You're like, are you absolutely kidding me? The kid's like, I don't even know how old Colapinto is, to be blatantly honest. But they're so young.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit younger than Doohan, yeah.
They're so young, but thrust into the limelight.
It's absolutely crazy. I'll tell you what, if I was doing sponsors, I'd be out there going absolutely crazy if they're putting money in for him. Also with Colapinto as well. Maybe he's got more money than Doohan's got. So maybe Daddy needs to shake a few more cans to get him back in the seat. Maybe Mick's got 5 weeks to get some major sponsors behind the young fella to get him a permanent seat. Who knows? But there's more involved. It's not just on track. It's politics.
Yeah, if it is all financial, that is the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life.
Yeah,
literally ridiculous. Where is the skill level? You know what I mean? Where is the ability? I know pretty much the F1 cars can drive themselves anyway, so practically the only thing the guy's got to do is steer the blinking car. When it can play God Save the Queen, for God's sake, through his engine, it can be programmed to drive around the Poxy circuit on his own with a geezer just going, you might as well make it an automatic Robin bloody Reliant and just drive it round on your own. I want to see a steering wheel on a blinking gear stick. You know, let's bring back days when they actually drove the car and not days where the engineers can turn around and say, right, we've turned your engine mode down now, or we've programmed you to go down turn 1 a little bit later. It's like having AI in your poxy ear roll. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's my rant over and done with.
Poxy hero. I haven't heard that word for a long time, mate, but I love it. Hey, listen, there's a few cars actually getting pit lane starts for incidents already. I don't know who they are, but it'd be great if one of the boys could send us a message so we can pass it on to the viewers. But big shock, Joshy Horton, who we know is very quick in the 86s, has got himself, he was, up until a few seconds ago, in podium position with a 132.376. Danny Davidson's come with a 132.320, so 5 100ths, actually less, 4.4 100ths of a second in front. Very, very close across the, the top, crikey. There's less than a tenth in the top 3, 4.
Yeah, so you basically got a second, breaks down at 18th for Mitch Noble. F1 is all about money. Unfortunately, skill means nothing. Stroll proves that. It blinking does as well. I've got to be blatantly honest. It definitely does at the same time. It's absolutely right. Well, look at MOZA spin. Jesus Christ, that geezer went round more times than a ballerina in blinking Swan Lake, and he still managed to hold on to his seat for a year. Absolutely ridiculous. But then again, I suppose you've got Russia backing you, mate. You know what I mean? You ain't going to turn around and pull the geezer out of the seat, is it? You know what I mean? Putin's there going, I dare you.
That invasion into Ukraine was a godsend for F1, I think.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, 5 minutes remaining of qualifying. If you do have any opinions on the old Jack Dillon saga, scandal, whatever you want to call, let us know. We will bring you up and have a chat with us. If you haven't been here before, welcome to this. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Subscribe. Hit the notification button.
Do all of them things for free, and you'll get mad bonkers commentary every Wednesday and Thursday. As for that,
that's exactly right.
You might get the professional side with Hamish a little bit later, but we ain't going to worry about that one. Here, Danny Davison still on top, 132.125 at the moment, as he's going down into turn 1 there. So Marcus Watson sitting in second.
1/100th behind him is Marcus Watson now. Joshua Horton is a further, 1/10, the 2/10 behind him. And then another 1/10 for Dougie Gowans, and Dylan DeBono another 1/10. These guys are going crazy. What the hell is Mitch Noble doing up in the 7th place? Well, there you go. Jamie Davis as well. They're doing really well.
Yeah, absolutely right. I've just had updates on Jamie Davis's new livery. It is on its way, so just ignore the fact he's in a funky coloured car. It will be updated next week. All right. So for anybody wondering there as well, 33.739 for Tim Schmallenbach there as well. Not quite sure why he's
Mitch Noble's got a pit lane start. I just heard Tyson McAvoy's voice in there, so that's not too bad. JP, you're a bit quiet, but Sinker is loud. As always, I'm loud because I've got the microphone virtually down my throat.
Fingers are always
it'd be good if Tyson. Yeah, exactly. It'd be good if Tyson could tell us who else has a pit lane start, because I believe there's 3 drivers doing a pit lane start at the moment. Mitchy Noble is one of them. I'm not sure who the other 2 are.
Right, give me 2 secs, Steph. I can't really turn myself up anymore, so I'm going to have to be funky with the filters. Just give me 2 seconds here, and hopefully we might be able to... Funky with the filters, yeah. It's a new tagline. It's what governments use there as well, you know what I mean? They give you a tagline and then they just shove it down your throat. I hope that helps, Steph, as well. Yeah, hope that helps. Right, Danny Davison still sitting on pole, 32.125. So we're going to keep an eye out on these times here as well. You see it all the way down, 33.739, 33.655, 32s. Till we break into the 33s, down basically a second down at 18. Love it. Thanks, Steph.
It's so close.
Oh, no. It definitely will be.
So close.
Steph doesn't tell us what she loves, mind you, but she just loves it regardless.
She loves it?
Yeah.
She just loves us, mate.
I know. I'll send a side picture over in my mankini, Steph, and then tell me you love it.
Oh, no. There's got to be some sort of cross-border and continental infringement there, mate.
Yeah, mate. You imagine they'll be like, not quite sure this is solicited mail, so no, I don't think we'll be sending that one. Right, so let's see how we get on.
As Verstappen would say, simply lovely.
Yeah, it definitely is. You'll enjoy that, Steph. I'm sure it'll be fine. But there we go.
I just noticed my mic was peaking way out into the yellow and red. Hopefully that hasn't changed it too much. I just hit the button. Maybe that's why I was blurring before. It went from one extent to the other.
As far as I'm aware, we're all good. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It takes 2 minutes there as well. Steph is filling us in on the sound levels quite happily. She's like, oh, that's better. So I'm hoping that everybody should be back to normal here as well. Dylan DeBono going quicker over the final couple of sectors here. We'll follow him over the line. What's he going to do? He's got 2 greens on the board as well. Is he going to get this done and go over the line and get this done? New overlays look great. Thanks, David, but I am still in the process of building. So we are literally testing, and this is our error pickup here today as well. Yes. This is the guinea pig session. Right, over the line goes to Bono. Is he going to make an improvement? 1:32.362. Made a personal best time, but didn't improve to go over the line. Ben Brook, Andrew Proctor, Ridley, and Martin all heading over the line as well. Matty Gerard is not doing anymore because he's decided to go and do that. Joshy Horton is on his way round turn 13 and 14, and that is the end of that one.
Yeah, they disappear when they've got the 2 races on tonight. Predictions out there, viewers. Are we going to get a safety car out there tonight? I think, myself personally, definitely in the first race. In the first corner, I reckon there's going to be a lot of dust and a lot of body parts going everywhere.
Yeah, I feel it will be as well. Hopefully we won't have as much melodrama as we had last week. I've turned literally everything down. If I do it anymore, you're going to be looking at Minecraft. So Danny Davison is on pole position with Marcus Watson in second. CD, Tom Donohue's back, sitting in third in that Pro-Ams. Joshy Horton in fourth, then Dougie Gowans and Dylan DeBono. Then you got Mitch Davis, Jamie Davis, Zach Barton, Shane Ratcliffe, Carl Ridley, and Ethan Cale in behind that. Following on from that is Keegan Caldwell, Tyler Sheaf, Matty Gerard, Sam Catagazinos, Darren Fahey, Matt Tesario, Jason Depp, Andrew Proctor, Ben Brook, Troy Dooley, and Cam Hardwick and Callum Rossender there a little bit further down in 24th. Then you got Nick Martin, Brent Wassell, Bradley Mays, Andrew Cowans, Tim Schmolenberg, Nathan Verney, Brad Hudson, Matthew Foe, Thomas Cena, Alan Dawson, Nick Schmolenberg, and then Josh King. Nick and Tim brothers, do we know?
Nick and Tim are father and son.
Okay, cool. Then we got Joshy King, Greg Johnson, Kurt Heath, Kevin Wakefield, Lewis Bolger, Sean Bonici, Stefan McCartain, Mark Cochran, and then the safety cars down there, and then poor old Dean Sinkovic is a little bit further back. I think that is basically it. I need to sort the grid out because that's another thing on my little snag list that I've just picked up on. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting onto the grid here all at the same time. So lots going to be taking shape, lots of action. And we're going to go from there. I'm just making some notes.
I tell you what, if you're out there and you're watching and you want to drive Super Formula Lights, Season 3, the rate these boys are going, I tell you what, we are very close to splitting it into a double header like we have on Tuesday nights because these numbers are phenomenal at the moment. 46 on track tonight.
Yeah. Just pray, people, pray that we don't have the same bloody melodramas as we had last week. So there we go. But then again, not long after this, Steve, as I explained, the old internet went off for about 12 hours. So that may have had something to do with it. So we are praying and hoping.
True. I'm going to split the field, and I'm going to go to Jason Depp for the car in the second screen.
Wait a minute. Waiting for the rest of the cars to get on. Drizzly day in Tuscany, not great for sightseeing, but excellent for cheering on my lad, Nick Martin. Yeah. Can we get a quick look at Kurt Heath from Apex, please?
Well, not when he's all the way behind the other cars.
How far back is he? Where is he? He's literally at the back. Hold on, sir.
Kurt Heath.
I've got a minute or so we should be good. No, we ain't. There we go. We're going to go back to the front row, guys. We'll get that look a little bit later on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Fuji is now green, green, green. It means we're racing. It means there's action. Let's see what's going to kick in here as Danny Davison takes the lead. He squirms across the track, trying to cover off Marcus Watson. Tom Donohue in there as well. Then we got Dougie Gowans and Dylan DeBono all there. Joshy Horton at the same time, all making through. There's incidents in the back already. In fact, there is a massive crash at the back. It is absolutely bonkers gone on at the back there. We will pick it up and have a look back later on, but on the plus side, we didn't go anywhere. No blinking. So, hey, happy prestos for Danny Davidson and Marcus Watson as these guys continue to fight. We will have a look back at this a little bit later. Let's get lap 1 out and done and dusted, and then we will find out what went on at the back, because I can tell you one thing, it was a huge one. There was lots of cars involved. Dylan De Bono's dropping down the order at the same time here. On board with Marcus Watson, going into that janky chicane down at Dunlop on that right-hander. They've got to pull it all the way back. He's got it wrong. Danny's got it wrong. Oh, Davidson's got it wrong. Watson's through. Davidson's now chasing his tail. Why has he got that? Because he's got TD alongside him with Dougie Gowans in the background. This is getting hot over turn 1. There is a lot of people off the race circuit. There is a lot of drama going on here. Oh, it's another one. Danny's round again.
He's just lost his braking point. It's like his bias is playing up.
Oh, Danny Davidson's round again.
Oh, we've got a tower.
I expect to have a safety car if we have here. Let's see where this is. This car number 39. Somebody sat down here. Andrew Proctor sat there with no nose. Are they going to deem it a safety car? Depending on how far he is.
No, both have been allowed to tow.
Yeah, Wakefield as well. He's got drama, but Marcus Watson's going to go. We're going to go 3 wide. TD on the right. Dougie G in the middle. Oh, down into turn 1 as well. Just the car stopped there. Oh my God.
What the hell is that car doing there?
Cesaria is stopped on the apex. He's literally just stopped there. I don't know what he's waiting for. Do you need a blinking invitation from the king or something? Is he going to go? He's now out the way.
Is he still there?
No, he's out the way now. Cesaria, we are going to be unpacking this. This is absolutely bonkers. We're going to be unpacking this. Let my kids unpack their Christmas presents. I tell you that much. It is going to be absolutely nuts here trying to figure this one out, Steve.
That was crazy. That was a spectacular by some drivers. Few little errors here and there at the back of the field, but it looks like they've all cleared up. Everyone's flowing along nicely. But Brad Hayes is off my Christmas list, mate. Good to hear your voice, JP. What am I, pork chops?
Yeah, absolutely. Go, Brad. Woo! There you go. You see the love for the Englishman. Don't worry about you. Who needs an Aussie when you got
that's like a song. Give your love to the Englishman.
Yeah, we'll make it up as we go along. 2.5 minutes go, guys. We are going to let this settle down a little bit before we start.
Oh, another rotator in the back there. Right. It looks like people are coming around his corner and losing grip as they're coming around. It looks like it could be one of my lads got the damage, but it looks like it was Rosenator that rotated.
Yeah, Rossiter rotated as somebody out. Wow! Oh my God! Fly, baby, fly!
Airborne! What the hell is going on out there tonight?
Is there a full moon in Oz, or am I missing something here? Watch this from Jamie Davis. This is absolutely bonkers. He takes the wide line, Rossiter's on the inside, mounts him like I'm mounting a horse, and flies up in the air, and up he goes. Oh my God.
What the hell? Was Rosenator just going slow with damage?
No, he was just using he was going slow from the damage. He was using the inside line, which is what I said multiple times. Cowan's gone round. Sinkovic is off. We've got after grid in pit lane. Gerard's been in, Fairey's been in, Russinder's been in, Caldwell's in, Schmallenberg's in, De Bono's in, Brooks in, Wakefield's in, Proctor's in, Tesseria's in, and well, that's about it at this moment in time. That is absolutely nuts.
I don't know what the hell was going on there. Was Rosenator the cause of that from being a slow car, or we'll have to decipher that a bit later? But that was.
What is happening?
Very messy.
I can't answer that, Courtney, to be blatantly honest with you. We have no idea.
Yeah.
We're just about to try and figure this one out, and unfortunately, I'm not even quite sure how that's going to work out because it's gone absolutely bonkers. He says, I hear yours often. I haven't watched the stream with JP for a while, so I missed his voice.
That's all right, Mr. Hayes. I would just like to give a bit of teasing. Yeah. Oh, well. The big thing as well is that the boys at the front, Marcus Watson is just pulled away from Joshua Horton, 251. Dougie Gowan sitting in third, a second behind him. Jamie Davis, who's had some amazing movement through the track, is sitting in fourth. So well done there. But some really fast boys have really suffered through this. Davidson, De Bono. Where is De Bono? Is he still down? No, he's out now. He's out on track.
He's all the way down in 35th at the moment. Yeah. Zach Barton and TD running side by side. Zach's just gone up the lost that place to TD. And he's gone off. Cam Hardwick is in there as well. He's battling alongside Jason Depp at the moment. So there you go. Their leaderboards on the left-hand side. Gainers and losers just on the inside of them there. You can see who's gained the most. Alan Dawson, 18. Nick Schmallenberg, 18. places gained. Kurt Heath, 15 places gained. So that is absolutely bonkers from some of these guys. The fact that they've gained so many positions, Steve, it is just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it looks like Ben Brooks has got himself a black flag. Also, it looks like the system may have been set incorrectly because a couple of boys have got 1 X's and black flags straight away. So race control has a bit of extra work to do there, clearing those as they go through due to the setup error by the look of it. But yeah, Benjamin Brooks for an incident on lap 1.
Right, let's try and unpack some of the start here. I don't know how this is going to go. We're going to let this racing calm down just a little bit, and then we're going to try and unpack this. This is what went on. This is Danny Davidson going in here. Now, he goes off the side of the circuit, but then Matt Tesseraia goes round, and then everybody just does this.
He's still moving. You're supposed to hold your brakes until it's clear. I don't know how often I need to say that during a show.
I think he was
but then he looks like he just stayed there after that.
Yeah, I think he got punted, but then couldn't go anywhere, and he was waiting for RC to tell him he could tow, I think.
Yeah. Look at this.
He
got slammed into nicely. Who's that? Oh, that's Benjamin Brooks, who just got the drive-through for that. So that impacted a lot of cars through that area. So that is what it is. But then we had a few that just spun on their own, didn't they?
Yeah, Ben Brooks coming in here. He gets tapped after. There's somebody up there. See the green car there on the top right-hand corner?
Yep.
He's already gone round, and I can't work out who that actually is. But then it just goes absolutely nuts. Dawson goes off as well. And he's coming down, and he's having some proper melodramas. I'm going to have to go quite far down because a lot of this is still going on lap 1. Look at all that bonkersness happening there. It was just absolutely crazy.
Guys off the track are hitting each other. It's like, guys, be a bit patient.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we did say turn 1 is going to be hectic for this first start out, and it didn't disappoint with the hectic side of it. But looks like the few... Oh,
De Bono's going to get run over.
He took the inside line.
Oh,
and he's really reversed into the car. Hold your brakes. What are you moving for? Oh, my God, guys. That's 3 guys I've seen tonight that have moved trying to get back into the race without holding their brakes. It's fundamental, lads. All of his, hold your brakes.
Yeah, let's get back live pictures. That's only basically up until about 4 minutes into the race, mind you. There has gone a lot more gone flying on after that. Poor old Dean is having an absolute drama. I don't even know what's going on with him at the moment. It's gone absolutely bonkers here at the same time. So we're just going to keep an eye and see how this one goes here. If they've got battles further down, Nick Schmallenberg and Nathan Verney, they're running side by side with Mitch Noble and Matthew Foe are in the fight at the same time. Here we've got Steen down there with Greg Johnson battling out at the same time. So there's lots of action still coming in. We're going to sit in this middle pack for a brief moment here. This is actually infuriating, says Courtney. I'm not even sure why. She's not even in the car. Why are you infuriated? I mean, you're not even in the car.
It's extra just entertainment, mate. That's what it is. Extra entertainment. It's more infuriating for the drivers that are causing each other issues out there. But apart from that, it is cool. Is Mitch now with Apex? Yes, he is, mate.
Yeah.
Stephanie, why can't they not hold their brakes, use the relative? I can just imagine what is going to be said to the drivers between races tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, I think race control might give him a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, we're in board with Zach Barton now. Oh, no, we're not. Please don't do that. Thomas Donoghue in front of us there from the Everything Simulated. We're going on the inside. Are we going to be able to make this work, though, for Zach Barton? Is he going to be able to get this job done? He's trying to pinch him in a little bit. He now goes on that inside line. TD goes around the outside. He's going to carry the racing line side by side through turn 1. They go now running down into Coca-Cola. Donoghue on your right, Barton on your left. Donoghue sweeps round, takes that position away here. Further down the order on the right-hand side, that's Nathan Varney, Bradley Mays and Mitch Noble. Having a nice little ding-dong. Greg Johnson's been off. Davis is off as well. Joshy Horton went off and come back on, but I think that was only a brief little touch of the grass here. And I think you can safely say this first 20 minutes has just been absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, this is not... There's a few people still people looking at incidents as well. So RC is very, very busy down back there, making sure everything is kosher. But it looks like we've settled a little bit. As you said, down the bottom there, they're having a great little tussle. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going up and down. If there's someone you want to see, let us know. JP and myself will try to oblige when we can, but the action is fast and thick. Marcus is set a 1:32.302, so he's still about 1/10 ahead of Josh Horton on pace, and Dougie Gowan's not far off behind him either.
Onto the front nose we go. Danny Davidson there as well. Courtney lives with Ridley, so she hears the driver's side, which is probably lots of cussing and swearing. So these guys are running in behind at the moment. Davidson there, is he going to be able to get Ratcliffe going down into turn number 1? It does look like the move's going to be on here for Danny. He's going to have to send it in deep. He sits back in behind again. He goes for another dose. You can see at the same time they're going to swamp Barton at the moment. Davidson's going to get through. Ratcliffe's going to stay there at the moment. He is. Davidson takes that position away. And at the moment here, it's looking very, very spicy in the classes. Pro-Am and Pro. It's another thing on my little list.
Looking very, very good.
It would do if we could read Pro-Am.
It's all right, mate. We know it's in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think Black's going to quite work it there.
Yeah. A few drivers are having a few issues on their own. Varney, I think Dean's having Dean's having technical issues for the last few weeks. I don't know what, he doesn't know what the hell's going on with his PC, but a few people are having issues out there, so a couple of boys blinking. RC is watching and maintaining that. iRacing will put them into the pits if it gets bad, though.
Yeah, I've not actually seen that happen yet. I saw it happen once during a race that somebody went back. Very colourful language. I bet it is at the moment there, Courtney. Schmalenberg now chasing down Dean in front of us. To say, Dean's had his fair share of dramas here this evening, so hopefully this young man will be able to keep it on the racetrack there. At the same time, we've got Kataxinos, Ratcliffe and Davidson having a little bit of a ding-dong as these guys continue to fight out as well. They all need to go back to the rule book at section 4.7.1 and read. Sorry, 4.7. Tell us what it is, Steph, and let us know if you've read it.
Oh, look at these two going. Kataxinos in the action tonight.
Side by side with Ratcliffe, you got 2x2 Sheafy in the background there.
Oh, behind them.
Oh, Nick Martin.
Nice. Everyone went safely there. I think they learned from the first few laps.
I think that is a back marker in behind that. 443.
I think it was, mate. I think it was.
Yeah, that's Callum Rosendale in behind, because behind Tyler Sheaf is Nick Martin, and he's a little bit further back. Barton and Donoghue, Barton and Davidson are running side by side. Donoghue's gone and basically tried to go a little bit further forward. He's sitting in 5th at the moment, is TD. So these guys having the action, but Zach Barton has got Danny Davidson closing all over the back of him at the moment. Davidson's going to go to the right-hand side. Is he going to make this cut back into Dunlop at the moment through turn number 10? He's not. Through 11 he goes. This is just getting absolutely nuts here. And I think overall, not been a bad opener.
No, it's been good. Lots of action. For 996 has called something in just now. So I'm not sure what that is. So they're talking about 282 blinking.
Who's 996?
202 Nathan Varney.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them, I think. But here is Carl Ridley, and he's got Brad Hudson in front of him at the moment. Ridley sitting here in 15th overall, 8th in class. Tucks in once more here. Is Ridley going to be able to make this pass here? Is it going to be, once you pull out, is it going to be basically banging into a wall of air? See on the left-hand side, that is Hudson. He hasn't got a massive amount of overspeed. Hudson can go and sweep it around the outside if he's going to be big and brave here. We're going to find out what Hudson's going to be able to do at this moment in time. Nothing. Ridley goes through, takes that position there at the same time.
Completely outpaced. Some of these boys, their mics are so bad and cracked I can't even listen to it in a moment. But Donoghue is having a bit of clear space around him. He's having a bit of a easy run at the moment. He's got 2 seconds in front and 4 seconds in back of him. Sorry, the other way around.
Yeah, is TD up in pro?
Thomas Donoghue, is he up in pro? I think he would be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would be my assessment of it, because I believe he was early on in last season, but yeah,
he hasn't got a.
We can work that out. We can work that out in the break between the races if you want.
Yeah,
a few boys that are really doing well out there. I don't want to put the Moz on the little brother, but he needs to keep going. Well, that's all I'm going to say on that. Nicky Martin's just off track. Tyler Sheaf's off track. They must have been battling with each other and giving each other a bit of a scrub. Oh, Zachy Barton has got the rotated. Oh, he did the right thing. He held his brakes, but someone's come around that corner straight into him. Oh, they hit each other again. Oh, guys, that looks so amateur hour when that happens.
I think this might be Shane Radcliffe here.
He's come around the corner.
Oh,
there's not much he could do. Not much he could do there. And then they've hit each other. And then, oh, look at this. They're moving. And they're trying to rate. Oh, guys. Look around. Use your heads. Just giving each other more damage than you need to.
Yeah.
Whew.
Something else I've just... Sorry. Snag list is getting any longer. Right, as these guys continue to fight out once more. And having a good old scrap in the
Alan Davidson for Alan Dawson. They're having a bit of a battle down the back there. I think it was Alan Dawson.
Gerard and Kale were having a little bit of a Barney. They're having a little Sheaf, Ratcliffe and Fahey are also having a little bit of a ding-dong a little bit later down the line. Jason Depp here leading the AMS at the moment, sitting in 9th overall. Troy Dooley in behind him in 10th, a bit of a further back. He's battling with Carl Ridley, who's trying to come through here. So there we go. And see what goes on. But
I've got Alan Dawson, Cam Hardwick and Mitch Noble fighting it out there in the lower reaches for 12th, 13th and 14th. Don't forget, we've got a reverse top 10. So at the moment, we've got Troy Dooley and Jason Depp sitting on the front row if they remain in that position. But Troy Dooley has got Cole Ridley up him like a flame at the moment. He's like 0.4 and going for it.
Yeah, Nick Martin has just gone past Sam Katkazinos. He gets it stopped. Nick in that very bright Australian-esque liveried machine there. He's showing the world his pride.
Sam looked like he almost locked it up coming around there.
Yeah, he did. He went in a little bit deep there. Did Sam?
Deep, yeah. He looked, just lost it all for a sec.
But Sam now going to try and go after Martin, as you say at the moment. It's going to be Troy Dooley. No, it's not. It's going to be Carl Ridley sitting on pole position. So Ridley has just taken Dooley and has now made his way up into that pole position mark at the same time. Keegan Caldwell and Tyler Sheaf running side by side down into turn 1. Keegan gets the job done. Sheaf is going to try and come back underneath him here. We've only got 18 minutes left. 18 minutes left? 18 minutes gone. 1 minute 40 to go. Yep. Marcus Watson. Oh, this is going to be about as close as you're going to get to a final lap as I'm ever going to see here. 1:30. It is the final lap. Barney popped his head out just at that moment in time. So Marcus Watson on the final lap there. Katkazinos still chasing down Martin. Depp in behind him. He's going to rely on Katkazinos to try and keep him forward here because he doesn't want to get caught by Ridley as much as possible. But Jason Depp has got Ridley closing in. Katkazinos has got Martin in front.
Okay. It looks like there's issues in the Surther at the moment as well. The boys are going great guns again. Like Darren Fahey, Shane Radcliffe on the bottom screen, having a great little battle with Keegan and Tyler Sheaf. But we are not too long to finish. Oh, where's he spun that from? Nowhere.
Turn 1, all on his own. Sam Katkazinos.
Straight to the dirt.
Dude, final lap as well.
That's cost him nicely.
Final lap. Thomas Cena is here. He's going to just about to go up the inside of Matthew Foe. They're going to battle side by side. The leader's on his way round turn 13. We will pick up on him very, very shortly. But these guys now, there we go. It's going to be a win for Marcus Watson in the pros. He does look like he's going to take the win. Joshie Horton's going to hold on to second place. Dougie Gowans is going to get third in the pros. In the pro-ams, well, it's Hudson, but he's behind the leading pro at the moment. And Marcus Watson comes over the line. He's going to wrap up race number 1. It's going to be a win for Team Max Boost. Marcus Watson. Checker flag's going to come out. Barney are waving. And Marcus takes the win in race number 1. Jason Depp is going to come over the line in the AMS. He's going to be on the front row. Troy Dooley from the AMS is going to be alongside him here And they finished ahead of Hudson in the Pro-Ams. So fair play.
Dean in the pits. Dean must have got sent to the pits by iRacing, I reckon.
Yeah, Noble sitting in second in the Pro-Am, Hardwick in third, but Depp comes over the line. Great win for Depp there. Wraps up that win. Troy Dooley in second. Then we've got Hudson, Noble, and Hardwick in the Pro-Ams. And then the next AM is Mr. Bradley Mays. It's a long way back at the moment.
Definitely. So there's a few dramas we'll unpack in between the races, but I tell you what, there's been some action afoot on this track and still going. A few boys still got to finish their first stint. But Dean's gone back to the pits. Mr. King has been punted back in there as well, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Dylan
Here's DeBono, he's back out.
Yeah, he did something there.
Yeah, so DeBono got 17 penalty points and was disqualified by iRacing, so Tyson had to clear it. Yeah. But whoever set up the server has made a few errors in the setup with the penalty points, because every time they get a point, they get a black flag to clear.
Oh.
Yes, and also, so iRacing is clearing it as they go. But then there's also, if you hit 17 points, instead of being getting a black flag, they're getting disqualified. And Tyson's been fixing that as well. So a little bit of extra action in there.
Yeah. So just trying to sort something out in the background, but let's bring you up the results here. We're just going to wait for a few more to come over the line before I actually officially get the results. Wow.
Yep, they're nearly there.
Who
is that?
Schmallenberg.
Schmallenberg?
Yeah, he's upside down.
A nap.
I'd be interested to know how he got there.
You know what he's doing? He was doing a Hulkenberg then.
How did he actually get... Oh, I can't now because we're going into race number 2.
Yeah, the session's taking you off. It looks like he was doing a Hulkenberg. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Cut me loose.
Absolutely nuts there. Here is the race results. And as you can see, Marcus Watson is your winner with Josh Yorton in second and Dougie Gowans in third. Jamie Davidson fourth, then Danny Davidson, Tom Donoghue, Nick Martin and Carl Ridley. Jason Depp takes the win in the AMs. He's in front of Troy Dooley. Brad Hudson wins the Pro-Ams with Mitch Noble in second. Alan Dawson separating him away from Cam Hardwick, who's third. Then Sam Katkazinos, Nathan Verney, Thomas Cena, Bradley Mays, Matthew Foe, and Andrew Cowan down in 20th. Then Kurt Heath, Matty Gerard, Devon Fahey, Shane Ratcliffe, Kevin Keegan Caldwell, Tyler Sheaf, Ethan Cale, Tim Schmallenberg, Greg Johnson, and Dean Sinkovic. And then following on from that is Nick Schmallenberg, Josh King, Kevin Wakefield, Callum Rossender, Andy Proctor, Zach Barton, Brent Russell, Matt Tessaria, Dylan DeBono, and Ben Brook was 6 laps down. Then we've got Stefan McCartain, who I believe who's in RC anyway. So, well, that was absolutely bonkers. And now let's bring you up the grid. I'm going to presume is ready. Did we have a warm-up? There is a 5-minute warm-up in between sessions.
Yes, yep. There is a 5-minute warm-up. Dougie's been summoned to the race control room because Dougie set the session up.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's much they can do at the moment. They're going to have to grin it and bear it. It's the same for everyone. So no extra person is being penalised more than the other. So they're just going to have to take it on the chin and drive it to their best ability and stay out of trouble, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, guys, that's going to give us 2 minutes. I need to go and get a drink because I've run out, and I'll be back very, very shortly. Steve's going to have a drink as well, so we're all going to be quiet for the next minute or so.
they're gonna scrap the race because of all the stuff that was going on the back end. A lot of guys are getting penalised for points sending to the pits, DQ'd, all that sort of stuff. So instead of being able to do a drive-through, they've been DQ'd. So they're going to do a flat-out 40-minute race. They're going to set the server up now, 10-minute quali, and we're going to go to that once they've set it up.
Right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You've just heard it. That is what's going to happen. This is all going to be abandoned, and we're going to be sitting on the start screen once more because it's going to be a long wait for us to try and get over into the session. So you're going to have to bear with us here as well. As soon as the session is live, which I'm sure we will be told about, we will change over.
It won't take them too long. They're pretty quick at it these days because we do a lot of split races at the moment. So they're probably setting it up now as we speak, if it's not already been set up.
It's not there at the moment.
Not there at the moment. It shouldn't be too long before we get it. But with all that drama and all that action, it was still pretty spectacular, especially that first corner and the dramas we saw through there. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. So, we're going to have to find out. I don't know where that's going to go with RC. I'm sure they're probably still unpacking it as we speak, to be blatantly honest with you, because there's absolutely nuts there.
I think they might have given up in the end because there's just so much going on with black flags and all that sort of stuff going in left and right. It is what it is. It's live TV, and things do happen. And but let us know what you thought of our new overlay. We're trying a few new things, a few things that JP is seeing that he wants to fix up as well. But there's also a few things that I'm seeing that might look a bit nicer to bust JP's chops a bit more. But we're all humans. Well, me and JP aren't humans.
No, we're not. We're old. So there we go. There's lots of things that we're playing with and trying to build and get everything going. So I've got my little snag list going here at the same time as I'm writing things down of things I want to improve as well.
You call it a snag list?
Snag list, yeah. Your snag
list. I used to have a snag list when I used to go nightclubbing.
Yeah, but that's. I think you've got the letters round the wrong way.
I know.
It's my little snag list. It just tells me what I've got to correct at the time I'm sitting here looking at it here. At the same time, what we're going to do, guys, we'll pop onto the start screen for a minute until we can get these sessions swapped over. But don't go anywhere. We will be back very, very shortly. All human mistakes happen. That is completely true. But my list is getting longer down the right-hand side of my bit of paper here, Steph. So I'm a little bit worried about this here as well. But there we go. We're going to jump onto the start screen, guys. As soon as we're in the session, we will pop up and come up live as well. So just bear with us. Hold off. Go get a cup of tea. Grab some popcorn. Like in the overlay, a little fine-tuning. Colours and fonts looks good. Thanks, Steph. We need to sort out pro-ams because when I split them, a pro-am don't show up. But there you go. It's another thing for me to get on with as well. But as for now, guys, stay there. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back here. We are going to be in 5 minutes of qualifying. I can't tell you what's going to happen. Not many people, if anyone's, going to get a time on here. So this is going to be very, very interesting indeed to see how this works out. Not quite sure what's going to happen. We have got a straight 40-minute race, but at the moment, it's going to be very interesting to see how this gets split here because, as I said, not many people are going to get times on the board there as well. So we'll see what happens. Go from there. A couple of people who still probably can't get into the session. So we're just monitoring what's going to happen and whether or not it's what the situation will be. I can't tell you.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's in the session now. A few boys that were having issues are back in there. So it should be all hunky-dory. So what's happening now is in the flashing rush that they did, they decided that they were going to put the cars in order as per the qualifying. So the race control is going to have the safety car out. They're going to start a safety car rolling start, and they're going to be in order of how they qualified, and then off they go. Phil Vella, safety, what happened, maintenance window. The maintenance window, we should clear that still, but hopefully this will be back to racing without any issues.
Right, grid. Marcus Watson's there as well. Josh York, Darren Fahey, Carl Ridley, Sam Cacasinos, Danny Davidson, Dougie Gowans, Ethan Cale, Nathan Verney, Alan Dawson there on the grid. Sean Ratcliffe, Mark Cochran, Matty Gerard, Nick Martin, Ben Brook, Jamie Davis, Dylan DeBono, Cam Hardwick, Thomas Cena and Matt Tesario. Then Tyler Sheaf, Tom Donahue, Brad Hudson, Dean Sinkovic, Brent Wassel, Tim Schmallenberg, Jason Depp, Matthew Foe, Mitch Noble, Josh King, Zach Barton and Kevin Wakefield. And then Callum Rosender, Nick Schmallenberg, Andrew Proctor, Greggy Johnson, Kurt Heath, Keegan Caldwell, Bradley Mays and Andrew Cowan. We've got the safety car and RC drivers sitting in the middle somewhere of this as well. So we're going to try and decipher this and let this settle down for a lap or so. So there you go. And we'll see what goes on here as well. But Marcus Watson on pole position. Just going to wait for the lights to come on. And then we're going to be green, green, green.
So race control's going to drive through, and then they're going to line up behind him and start off like that.
Okay. Here we go. Well, let's hope this one all sorts itself out. Got a funny feeling everybody is in. So we're just waiting patiently on as well. Let's organise a race on maintenance day. Legends. It's not maintenance, is it? That's
It is a maintenance day, but Wednesdays are regularly maintenance days. But we've never had any issues before, mate. So I don't know who this Jet character is.
No.
But thank you for calling us legends. We appreciate it.
Yeah. I wake up every day and call myself a legend in the mirror. Why not?
Okay, so the safety car will drive through and will take control of the grid, and then they will line up in order as per what Tyson is going to deem the starting order.
There he is now. They're not moving.
No, Tyson's going to call them out.
Right. I think he's calling them in order, is he?
Yep. Yes, he is. He's calling them in order. So they will line up behind each other. Everyone is to stay still and not move until they do so. Anyone who gets in the wrong order will miss out, I guess.
Dougie Gowans is there as well. Just waiting for a few others on this. I'll see. I've basically done the best we can do and the shortest possible time we've got, guys. Okay, so if you've never been in this situation before, this is not an easy situation to decipher. We've had issues. We're trying to sort it out. We're going to get it sorted out as quickly as possible. Please bear with us. The comments, keep them clean. And it's not going to help us. We're trying to do the best that we possibly can. And to be blatantly honest, you don't want a godfall from any of us up here in the booth. So, look, be nice, okay? That's it. That's the warning.
Courtney never seen this procedure before. No, it's one of those situations where you got live TV. We'll do the best we can, but they are trying to get them in order. It's just like a rolling start, except instead of iRacing, selecting the order, it's like a manual grid. The boys are setting. So RC is calling out each individual car as they go, and they will be positioning themselves 2 by 2. By the look of it, no, one in a single file and do a single file rolling start. So at some point, Greg Leake, who is running the safety car, will pull out of the way, and it'll be just the same as a safety car restart, basically. So
yeah,
and they will get out the action, and we will have by that stage we'll have 30 minutes of full-on racing and no first corner issues.
Hopefully there as well. Flickering is gone. That's good. Yes. Thank you very much. I worked blinking hard over this last week to get rid of this, Jetto. So, I hope you can appreciate it on that one. If I get any lower on anything, though, you will be looking at Minecraft. So,
Yes, it will be. All of a sudden, it will be, as my young boy says, chicken jockey.
Yeah, definitely will. Got a few more people to get off the grid as they're coming through now. So that's the situation. I know this is unconventional, guys, and we can't help it. There was an error. We are humans. We're not AI. We're not robots. Things happen, but we've jumped on it. We're correcting it as quickly as physically possible to make it easier for everybody here as well. So there you go. On that one. Do you have a life outside of the internet? Maybe not. Some people don't. A couple of others now coming through.
Either way, mate, it's going to be classic racing out there.
They are slowing everybody right down, mind you, because they are round at turn 10 in Dunlop. So they need to get everybody back on. We might end up one more safety car lap just to make sure we can get the remainder of the grid on in the order that they should be on.
Yep.
And then we'll be going from there. On that one. So there you go, Jetto. I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not I've got a life outside the internet. Hey, dude, whatever makes you happy. Look, we're all up for banter. If you get rude, then you're going to get a different side. There you go. That's the most easiest way of putting it. We're up for banter. If you ever watch me and Steve up in the booth, you know we're up for banter. We love a good
banter, don't we?
Yeah, but if you start getting rude, mate, then there's going to be a different story altogether. So, play nice. That's all I can say on that. We've got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cars to get into order. We will be one more safety lap here as well. Playing iRacing full time is harder than your 9 to 5. Oh my God. Jetto, I don't know if you realise we do play iRacing. It's a game. I don't know if you realise, but when you open the windows and open the curtains up, there's a world out there. Just to let you know, it's well worth venturing out. Yes, I know it's scary, and I know it's going to be a big moment for you. But there is a world outside of your window. Just to let you know, go and have a look. And get yourself outside, mate. Put your feet on the grass. Does wonders. There we go. Safety car is going to keep going round. They're just clearing the last of the grid. The grid is all clear now. They will join up. We'll have one more safety car. It's a simulator, not a game. Mate, get over, Jetto, right? I speak to a guy who's 7.5K, and he turns around and said it's a game. You load it up and you play it. All right? You want to go there? We'll go there, Jetto. It's a game. That's the end of it. So there we go.
Right, we're there, JP. We're moving. Everyone has got off the grid.
Yeah.
A few boys are going to be warming their tyres up.
Hold me back, Steve. Hold me back. Get him.
I will, mate. I've got you by the short and curlies.
Yeah. So there we go.
Who is that out wide? Get yourself tucked in, lad. We're going to have a 30-minute sprint here. It's going to be a lot of fun no matter what. It's just a shame that there's no spectators out there today. Must have been an expensive ticket out there.
Yeah, they all went home.
A few cars to catch up by the look of it. Who's 33?
They're right down the end at the moment. He got called.
Kevin Wakefield looks like he's got a bit of a bottleneck there. He's held up those guys, so they're going to catch up. These guys here.
He did get held up coming off the line, though, Steve. He's not long really got moving. So
yeah, exactly.
That one on that. Can we take a vote? Game or simulator? Oh my God. I can't set up. I can't set up.
To type the poll in.
Just do the poll. I can't do it. I'm not privileged enough. So
Cherry blossom season. It is cherry blossom season, mate. You are very right. That's why there's no spectators. They're all in the gardens having picnics and enjoying it.
Yeah, flights to Japan was quite expensive, so nobody really made it.
That is a beautiful time of year to be at a place like that. If you've been lucky enough to be there at this time of the year, or to see some videos and footage of it, it is sensational.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys haven't got far to go to Japan. I've got blinking miles.
No, it's not that far at all. Actually, not that far at all.
Exactly.
I haven't been to Japan yet. It is on my list to go to the Japan Grand Prix. Who never knows? Maybe the missus will buy it for me one day. 3 times F1 world champion says it's not a game. Just saying. So we're talking about. Oh no, he's 4-time world champion now.
I'd like to point out as well, Rev, that 4-time champion has turned around and said he has more competition in this game than he does in F1.
Yeah, he did say that. We were talking about that before the show.
You know what I mean?
Here we go.
All right, hopefully safety car's going to peel in.
Yeah. RC has just said, please all stop weaving.
So, there we go.
They're all ready to rock and roll.
Normally the safety car bolts by now, but he ain't bolting here, Steve. I'm wondering if we're going to have one more. Normally he kicks... there he goes. So Marcus Watson is going to lead the field here. It's going to be less than that now. Nearly 25-minute sprint. That's what it will be. Safety car is going to be peeling in very, very shortly. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your hats. This short, sharp, nippy race is going to be up and running very shortly. Marcus Watson's going to lead the field. They're all getting out of line. They're all ready to go in the back. You can see them all going to the left-hand side. It's going to be green, green, green very, very shortly. We're going to be kicking it off very, very quickly. Hold on. Marcus Watson's holding them all the way down to the line. Now he bolts off. Marcus Watson goes, and they are green, 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 and we got racing on our hands once more. You can see the spread out. Oh, they're colliding in the back.
Still in each other. What the hell?
Somebody's just taken one right in the back end. Brent Vassell just absolutely got annihilated there, and unfortunately he's gone out to the back. Down the order, horns off the side of the circuit. He's come back on just in front of us. You can see what went on there. Wassell just got absolutely T-boned. Thomas Cena's there. Matthew Verney's there. Verney's just cleared Cena. You got Heath in the background. He has got Fahey up behind him. KO as well. It's everybody very, very close together. But poor old Brent Vassell just got absolutely T-boned. Coming out of the line there, you can see on the left-hand side how close everybody is at the moment. No real gaps back to Matthew Foe, who's 1.2 seconds out. Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, I don't know. We still don't know how that incident happened in the back end, but we'll unpack that in a little bit. Here we go. JP's going to unpack it now. Someone must have stalled or done something. Oh, look. Oh, what?
He just took a bonk.
Oh, Brent Wassell was snagged nicely there.
Yeah, he just absolutely took a donk up the back end, and unfortunately, that's...
Yeah, I don't know how...
I can't really answer that question there, but Vassell just absolutely took one. Now back to live action. Dougie Gowan's here as well. Wow, come on, really? You've not done it all the way through the race, and now you're going to do it now? And
yeah, I don't think it's just you though. I'm hearing some drivers having blinking issues as well.
Yeah.
So you can see them. There's one red one down the middle there having an issue as well. But it looks like they're all going in slow-mo at the moment. It's at the pace that they're moving through.
Yeah, Jamie Davis is there with Danny Davidson. He's tucking alongside us. Dougie Gowans, he's just gone past there. TD tucked him right behind him. At this moment in time, action is going to be aplenty. Marcus Watson under pressure from Joshy Horton. Is he going to be able to hold on here for Watson? Horton is quick. He's shown his pace in the SFLs already, Steve. He's, putting it up there already.
He's a fast character, man. He's anything he puts his mind to and he gets behind the wheels, he's very accomplished and very fast. The back ends are swapping over as well. A few places being won there too. But triple three. Kevin Wakefield's called something in at the moment.
Shane Ratcliffe and Ethan
7-6
Cale
has called something as well. Shane Ratcliffe, who's off the track and back on again. Ooh. We've got a request to tow.
Oh,
Kev, what happened there? Did Kev cut him across him or?
and I'm going to try and see that from the chopper here. Wakefield's on the left-hand side. You can see Brooks gone on the inside.
Brooks is locked up as well.
Yeah, Brooke looked up and then went
I think that was. I think that might have been Kev's corner then.
Yeah, he went in too hard, locked up the tyres, and away he went. TD's in a battle a little bit further down. Who have we got on the bottom screen at the moment there, Steve?
Yep, car 98 has got a restart breach. He will be doing a drive-through.
The car 90.
That is, Zach Barton.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not read the rules. He's one of the new boys. You can't pass before the control line on a safety car restart or a restart like that as well.
Yeah, Ethan Cowles jumped back to pit lane as well. Got a little bit bonkers at this moment in time, but you can see the battle's starting to settle in here. Action taking shape. We'll keep an eye on this mid-pack. At the same time, we're keeping an eye on the leaders. Greg Johnson, Josh King, Alan Dawson, all been involved in some form of ta-ta-ta.
Bit of ta-ta-ta everywhere. Greggy Johnson.
Touching them like crazy. Oh, lost it on his own.
Who was that behind him?
Alan Dawson, I think, also got involved in that.
A few little extra touches there from the boys. Biggest mover at the moment is Jason Depp, up 20 places. Keegan Cole, Andrew Cowan up 21, 22 as well.
Bradley Mays, 29 or 25 places. But then again, we can't really take these, Steve, considering none of them were in position when we actually started. So the
this is true, yeah.
The gainers are going to be irrelevant.
You're spot on there, mate.
Yeah.
That's all over the place. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the gainers are going to be absolutely irrelevant here because nobody was where they should be. So to be honest,
that's Dougie in the FTR in the red. It's looking pretty spiffy there. That red little FTR car.
Yeah, full throttle racing. But Dougie Gowan started bringing it out. Seen him with it a couple of times at another series. And
Holden's still there. He's sitting in second place, 5/10 off the back of Marcus Watson. 184 has got a post-race penalty for incident responsibility. 184 is... Where is he? Oh, Ethan Cale.
Yeah. Smallerberg's in pit lane. Johnson's in pit lane. Ratcliffe's been in pit lane. Wassell's been in pit lane. Cowan's just gone and done something to himself here. For Cowan, but we're going to pick up on this front. Joshy Horton chasing down Watson. Look at the time on the left. It's going to be coming down here as well. 3 tenths, 1 tenth. He's going to be looking at the inside. Is he? No, he's going to hold on here. What is this going to do with the fuel, Steve? Because are we set up to run this car straight to the end?
Yeah, I'm not sure what strategy. I think they'll be fine. They did traverse around a fair bit.
Let me have a look.
Car 80 drive-through penalty as well.
I'm just going to see what they've done with the fuel. I want to make sure I'm in the right session here before I start going through and looking at the wrong session. Which is what I've actually just blinking done here, like an absolute donut. Let's see if we can find what the fuel upkeep is. 46%.
Oh, look at this. Horton's really having a crack now. He's got it down to 2 tenths. He's really putting the pressure on and keeping Marcus Watson accountable. Danny Davidson is lapping pretty much the same pace as these boys too, so he might start creeping up on him. I mean, he's 2.28 at the moment, but he's got a lot of pressure from Jamie Davis, who's 8 tenths behind him.
Yeah. Horton's going to try and close in now. He's 4 tenths back at the moment. It seems to be he needs to be a little bit closer there. down on the bottom screen, we got Nick Martin, I believe that is, having a little bit of a ding-dong in the middle of the field at the moment. So Nick Martin, Jason Depp and Thomas Donoghue on board with Horton. He is closing in, but he is lifting a little bit. Oh, he's lifting a lot. Somebody's fuel saving. Horton's going to try and get to the end here if he can.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's fuel saving like crazy.
We've seen Horton drive in a lot of different series, and he's a smart cookie behind. Oh, did you see that? Oh my God! Was that Donoghue and who else? That was a great little move there. I don't know how they missed each other.
Yeah, Donoghue, Martin, and Depp there sent it 3 wide down in the bottom screen there. We'll bring that up to the main screen now because these guys look like they're having a right little ding dong. Noble's in there at the same time. As they're continuing to fight out here, you can see on the left-hand side, there's pockets of battles. Gerard's in one with Cena and Hardwick and Foe and Bernie. Then you got Tessaria and Mays further down at the same time. But this is Noble, Depp here. Cena and Gerard have just had some form of contact.
Cena's off as well.
Yeah. Through round the outside he goes. Mitchy Noble, no, not this time on Jason Depp. Depp manages to hold on. Nick Martin's there at the same time. I think Jetto's just been adios, signore. Out of YouTube chat there as well. Told you, be nice. Play games, you get a ban. Schmack. See you later. Right, let's see. I'm sure this is like his second one in a row. Like, he got one last week. The kid's just never learning. You know what I mean? Let's be real about it.
I think I've banned a person every night in the last few weeks. Anyway, we digress. Tell you what, someone is limping back. I can't tell who it is, but I've just heard them call up on thing. So there might be an obstacle out on path. Hopefully whoever is limping back is staying predictable and out of the way.
Yeah, there's been some action further down. Gerard's had a little bit of drama. Tessaria and Mays. We've just seen Mitchy Noble with Nick Martin. That was Depp going past Martin, actually. So Martin has lost a position to Depp. Depp being an am there at the same time, and Nick Martin being a pro. So maybe we need to have a little bit of a review on Mr. Jason Depp here. Either that or he just loves Fuji there as well. Sucker! He is Courtney, yep. Never learns. Never learns. I don't get it. Some people. Mitch Noble also just clears Nick Martin at the same time there. The battle up front is settling down. We know what Horton's up to. He's saving fuel like crazy. Why is he saving fuel? 46% over a 30-minute race. He is going to be about as close as he possibly can here to managing whether or not he's going to get to the end without having to stop. If he does manage that, well, I think there could be a few others that are also going to do it at the same time here. Whether or not on 46%, 2 laps under the pace car, that took us down to about 20, I think it was like 28 minutes or something, because it was a 35-minute race, so it took us down to about 28 minutes. 28 minutes on 46%. Don't ask me to do the maths. I have no idea. I just know that it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close, I think, but I think they'll be fine. DeBono's working his way through the field. He is putting pressure on the back of Little Bro, and Keegan Caldwell, his teammate, are both behind there, so they're both 3/10 off each other on the back of Dean on the bottom screen. But looks like Keegan is having a crack at DeBono at the moment.
Yeah,
no, he's going into the pits. He's going into the pits.
Oh, Noble locked up. Depp's locked up. Martin's going to come in like a banshee here. Is he going to be able to pick up the pieces currently for Nick Martin? He's not. But Depp and Noble both locked up going into turn 1. That brought Martin in. And unfortunately, he's just not able to make this through at the moment. Bradley Mays has had some form of drama as well. There's a lot of smoke there. I'm guessing he's somewhere around that area.
Yeah, looks like it. He's Mays has just come out of the pits too. So he won't be far. Matches Herrera's going in there as well. Caldwell was in there and coming out. Proctor's have a little bit of an off, but not too bad. Marcus Watson has just sent the fastest lap of the 1:32.342, and he still has Joshua Horton with 6/10 behind him, putting the pressure on. Danny Davidson hasn't been able to catch up to these boys. He's 1.7 seconds off the pace of these boys, but in pace on track, his last lap was actually only 2/100ths off the back of what Marcus Watson did.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that gap up front. We're going to see what Martin's going to do here. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. He needed to be a lot closer. Ridley's up the back of Catadinos, though, however. SLM, Here he goes now for Carl Ridley. Is he going to be saving? Is he going to be going for it? Is he going to be saving? Is he going to be going for it? He's saving. He's saving.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God! Look at that. Clutched.
Well, he's backed off a lot, hasn't he?
They must think it's going to be very, very close here.
Horton is 6 tenths. He on that bit when he backed off. He went from 5 tenths to 7 tenths off the back of him. So I don't know, Phil, if that would be out of the draft at that pace. I'm not sure. You would know better than I would. Danny Davison's just says the fastest lap of the 132.189, and he's brought his time down to 1.3. So he's starting his charge. We've got a drive-through penalty for Thomas Senna for a lap 8 infringement.
Yeah. Back marker out the way there. That's going to bring them a little bit in. It's going to be down this straight. What we're going to see here is out at 0.7. To be honest, I think it's going to be about 2.5 attempts for these guys to actually make an impact on the car in front. I don't think he's going to be close enough. He might bring it down a little bit, but as you say, I think he's just touching, borderline touching whether or not he's actually going to get there. It's going to come down regardless on this one. 6.6 is dropped down to at the moment. 6.5. We'll have another update very, very shortly. Is he going to be pulling in more? 6.3. It's not coming down massive amounts. I think he will have to be a little bit closer. Dougie Gowans, however, is about as close as you need to be to Jamie Davis to make the move. Dougie pulls out. He ain't saving fuel. Who needs to save fuel when you got a grandpa with a Zimmer frame? Gowans going down into turn 1 now. He gets it through. Does the job. Dougie Gowans goes through. Him and his motorised Zimmer frame move himself up into 4th.
Tell you what, I'm not going to give my brother props, but he's hanging on the back of Dylan DeBono and keeping up with him at the moment. I think he might have just lost his draft. He's down to about 8 tenths, but he's still behind him. Got himself up to 18th. Not a bad effort at all. Nathan Allen, that's a name we haven't seen around for a while, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm all right. Sorry. Oh, no. There we go. Horton's got the gap back down to 3 tenths here. There is back markers playing this, so I don't know if this is really affecting them. But there are back markers in and around them there as well. You can see you got 31, 32 up in front, which is Gerard and Schmalenberg. They're the latest cars that are going to end up being a lap down. We've got about 11 minutes just here on this one. These guys continue to fight. There's the back markers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Horton's going to pull that down now. 4.5 attempts it's coming down to. He's going to be looking at getting a little bit closer, but he is, I think, fuel saving his absolute frantic head off. Let's have a look. We'll see what he does here. He pulls him in. Lifts off. Lifts off. The thing is...
I think he's lifted off a bit smarter there. He's held a bit. He's got it to the point where he's had enough pace still to have a good fast entrance and exit of the corner.
Excuse me. You stop talking as I swigged a big mouthful of coffee there. I think I was caught out, but I think that they must think it's close because you've got everybody doing it. You know, Ridley's well on the fuel saving. He's still not past Katagazinos. He's still sitting there. Look. He's just rolling at the moment.
Oh, who's that? Oh, someone's just dived in on inside Dean. It's Cowie. He's just had a bit of a slide. It's missed Dean, but they're going side by side as they're coming through the corner at the moment.
I do wonder whether or not Dean sort of brought that on himself here. Yeah.
Oh, he's just gone off track.
He brought it on himself, and that's why Cowie ended up right up beside him. So, unfortunately, that is... well, we can't put that on anybody else apart from poor old Dean, to be blatantly honest with you. Bless his little cotton
it's always in the wars, mate. We expect it. Tell you what, though, some boys are more coming through the pits, so we've still got the top 23 that haven't pitted at all, but the back markers are all going through the pits all the way up to 29th place. Have gone through as a pit.
Yeah. See how these guys get on, and as we go into the final few minutes here, just breaking into that 26-minute mark, you can see Ridley's now had enough of Katagazinos. He's now saved enough fuel. But Carl Ridley, is he going to go and make it through and get this job done on Catcazinos? He is. He's got Nick Martin in front. Horton and Watson are basically touching nose to tail at the moment. At the same time there, Watson has a bit of a blink. Horton's in there. It's normally Horton blinking, so for it to not to be Horton, it's quite amazing. Right. Yeah, I know. Josh
the wonders of a third world internet in Australia.
Yeah, I have heard about it.
Here we go. Cowie indeed again, side by side. Coming down the back there. Cowie is going to cut in there. He's doing well.
Yeah, through he goes. Chris Bacon. Hello. Hello, mate. All right. There we go. Welcome in. As well. Don't forget, guys, there was quite a few of you watching. We've got 34 people having a watch. Hit that like button. Just hit it. It's the little thumbs up at the bottom. Costs nothing. It takes 30 seconds.
It's for free.
No, it takes like seconds.
Free.
Exactly.
It's for free.
Exactly. We don't charge you for being wonderfully subscribed to this amazing channel where you hear an Englishman and an Aussie go side by side in a booth. So hit the button. Yeah. Trust me, it don't take long. You see Watson trying to use it.
Unfortunately, I probably should have the subtitles on for both of us.
Probably, mate, to be blatantly honest with you as well. I didn't realise you were bringing up the UI then, so apologies if you've just seen the UI in the bottom right-hand corner. Josh Horton now tucked it. I know, tell me, hey, give me a heads up. You normally go, I'm going to go and put my camera on, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll take it off.
I normally do, but I didn't realise I pushed the button before. I had the mouse in my hand. I didn't realise I hit the space bar on the way through. Jason Depp's gone in. Tom Donohue's gone in as well. Yeah. Have a look at this bottom screen. 4 cars amongst each other.
This is going to be very, very close here. Who's saved enough? Who hasn't saved enough? Is British a different language? Mate, most of the time we do talk like different languages. So if you don't understand me, just ask me to put the subtitles. Or if you do, the funniest thing as well, if you really want to have a chuckle with yourself, put the subtitles on while you're watching a broadcast. And some of the things that YouTube interprets what I say is absolutely quite amazing, to be blatantly honest. It had me down one day as calling a driver a see you next Tuesday. So, you know.
Really? Well,
yeah, pick it up. Pick it up. Put the subtitles on. You can have a look and see what he does there as well. It is quite amusing. But Josh Horton and Watson are following each other here. Let's go, Team Apex, says Brad Hayes in YouTube chat there as well with authority.
It looks like the top 3 bar a disaster to happen, or one of them runs out of fuel. Marcus Watson in first place, leading Joshua Horton with 5 tenths, and Danny Davidson's got himself 1.5. So in the end of the day, no matter what, it's some crucial points that they're going to get up the front of it. Dougie Gowan's not far off them. Jamie Davis in 5th, Mitch Noble 6th, Kyle Ridley 7th, Nick Martin 8th, Sam Kudakazinos 9th, and 10th, Bradley Hudson, former admin for the series.
Clutching in. Wow. Horton absolutely bonkers, clutching in there. They clearly feel it's going to be close. What is Watson doing if Horton's clutching?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he lifting?
We'll have to watch.
Is he lifting and coasting at the same time? Keep an eye on the dial on his steering wheel there, guys.
I'll tell you what, that was so close. These boys at the back are really getting close to each other and putting on a bit of a fight.
When was the last time you had kittens, JP? Probably race 1, mate, when it all went Pete Tong at the beginning. So there we go. Watson, I don't know.
Darren Fahey's gone in as well. So a few boys decided they're not going to make it all the way through to the end. But we will see. Will the drama unfold as we get to the end?
Yeah.
With 4 minutes left.
Got the battles taking shape in front. You can see there's back markers in front of us having a right little ding-dong at the moment. I think that's Brooke, King and Dawson. They're having their own fight. I just want to stay on board with Watson to see what he's doing down into turn 1. We know what Horton's doing. We know what Ridley's doing. We know what everybody... Oh, he's in! Watson's going in!
Oh, there you go.
How did Horton... Oh, Joshie Horton crashed.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, he's still there.
No, he watched. This is his crash. Or spin. Oh, Josh.
Is he? Oh, he's picked it up. I think he's just like all he had was a back marker that went past him. He's still sitting in. No, Danny Davidson went past him.
Yeah, Davidson cleared him.
Yeah. So that was close. That wasn't a big one.
Davidson cleared him here. It's about as close as you could possibly be, but Davidson's gone through. An issue with Davidson's livery not loading here as well. So Let's try and keep an eye on that one. It looks like a few others, though. Where has that done for Joshy Horton on his fuel saving? Is he going to be able to keep saving now?
He's sitting in second at the moment, 3.3 and a half seconds off the back of Danny Davidson. And Dougie Gowan's approaching very fastly. Dougie Bowens is 8/10.
Yeah. We know Horton's fuel saving. We know he is. Gowans is in behind him. Davis is down there as well. Let's give deliveries a minute to refresh themselves. There we go, as they start kicking in once more. But Horton's there. We know what Horton's doing. Where did Marcus Watson come out? He come out in 9th. But if Horton isn't going to go in, which he isn't, Gowans is pulling in. Is Horton still fuel saving his head off? And what is Danny Davison's in pit lane? So this is Horton.
Davidson's in, yeah. Dougie's in as well. Jamie Davis is in. So they're all going in. Is he going to make it all the way?
Look at that clutch. That's like 400 metres out.
Whew.
My God, this kid is fuel saving like an absolute trooper here.
Is he going to pull something off? He's done that little bit of spin. If he can get this all the way to the end without a pit stop, it'll be an amazing effort there. But the rest of the boys are, well, Danny Davidson, who was leading up until that point, is out behind Marcus Watson. Marcus Watson is the first out of the pitters. He is 4.71 seconds. Danny Davidson behind him.
Look at that. Oh my God. Could you fuel save anymore?
He's still not. He's got 2 minutes. He's got a lap and a half, 2 laps left to do.
If he plays this right now, if he gets over the line at 1 minute 30, this will be the final lap. If he can make this, he will. If he's got to go 1 minute 30 on the clock, it's got to be 33:30 on that clock.
Yep.
Right about now, because they're 1:32 lap times. This is going to be the final lap of the race. He's got 8.5 seconds to play with over Carl Ridley, who's also doing the same thing. Sam Katkazinos also doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Richie
I was about
Noble.
to say that.
Yeah, there's a few
Ridley,
of them.
Katkazinos and Noble. Yeah.
Watson as well.
Nathan Varney.
Yeah.
Nathan Varney all the way in Schmellenberg.
Watch this lift.
Very interesting.
Look at that. He is lifting before he's even down the end of the pit lane. 8 seconds.
He's got an 8-second lead on Ridley. Katakazinos has gone in. He hasn't got enough to go.
Noble's had to go in as well. Oh, so it's going to be Ridley.
No car sound. Oh, you can see he can't hear the lift because no car sound. Oh, Ridley did a bit of an off track there. Marcus Watson, he's still got it through. Yep, Steph, maybe put the volume up or put the hearing aid back in.
I was going to say, it's quite loud. It is still running here, Steph. I can still hear it. I can hear it.
Watson's got himself back on the podium, which is good to see. He's managed to get that. Danny Davidson is catching up. He has got the fastest lap still with a 1:32.189. And that was his out lap, so that couldn't be it.
Oh, 4.7. Ridley's 4.7.
4 seconds on there.
Yeah.
How's Ridley going too, though? Is he fuel? He must be fuel saving as well.
Ridley's got to be doing the same.
Jason Depp is leading the amateurs in 7th place.
Oh my God!
By Nick Schmelberg in 12th and 18th Cowan.
He's still clutching. 2.6.
Yep. Nearly there.
He's clutching again. Oh my God. The line is literally halfway down for Joshy Horton. This is going to be a fuel save masterclass. He's managed to save fuel all the way through. He did not pit. He's gone over the line just about now for Joshy Horton. Takes the victory. Ridley comes over the line as well in 2nd place. Oh my God.
Marcus Watson still made the podium in 3rd, but he's 12 seconds behind. What a drive. Cole Ridley as well. Cracking effort there. That is sensational. That is unbelievable. But they need to pass the first corner.
Which he has.
They need to pass the first corner. That's it. That's cool. They got to get past the first corner. So in the AMs, Jason Depp has won that one with Nick Schmellenberg in 12th and Dean Sinkovic in 3rd. Or is Alan Davidson No. And in the Pro-Ams, we've got Mitchy Noble taking a top step. with Bradley Hudson in second and Matthews View in third.
Yeah. So that was just absolutely bonkers there. He just literally, you can see what he was doing from the very moment that went there. He did not literally, for Joshy Horton, did not pressure.
Schnellenberg, he's
got to get past the line. He's got a long way run at the moment.
Not only that, he's got to get past the first corner. Otherwise, he's not going to qualify for third place.
Can he get a push?
He's got to get past the first corner and down there. Otherwise, he's going to lose that third place. Keep going, Schmellenberg. Keep rolling. Get it down to the hill and just roll around that corner, mate. Oh, this is going to be close.
Can he get a push?
He's not allowed to get a push.
I
think you'll make it. He's going to go straight
turn,
off.
Turn. There's a corner. There's a hill. Turn it.
The corner. Get down that little bit of hill. He's going to be fine. There he is.
Oh.
He's sweet. He's down the hill. He's going to be cool.
I'll tell you what, if he didn't make it, I would have called him an absolute plonker for not turning earlier there. I've got to be honest. Oh, there we go.
Right. Well done there. Well done. That is great going. Well, we can't say that we don't provide any action and any fun because tonight was full of action, bit of drama in the back end, and always a lot of fun conversing with our fantastic bunch of people that come and watch us week in, week out. And
Proctor's on the same state here, Steve. Look,
continue with us.
He's trying. Proctor's got to get there. He looks like he's carrying a little bit more speed than Schmellenberg. Go on, son. Now chuck it in. Chuck it in. No. There you go. Go. Get over. If you've got any X's, I would have cut the track just to make sure I would have got round, to be blatantly honest with you. But there we go. That was just me.
True.
You know what I mean? Right.
True.
Let's bring you up the results of what is just seen as an absolutely bonkers run here. We said it was going to be close on fuel, and it absolutely was. But here are the results of race number 2. Joshy Horton is your winner with Carl Ridley in second and Marcus Watson in third. Fuel saving aplenty from Horton and Ridley there. Marcus Watson did go in, but he finished third at the end. 12, I think it was like 15 seconds back from Horton, 12 seconds back from Ridley. Danny Davidson in fourth, then Dougie Gowan to Jamie Davis. Jason Depp, I think you need a review, son, as the NAM driver being up in 7th place, taking up win. Sam Katkazinos in 8th, almost made it, missed out by a lap. So did Mitchy Noble. He still wins the Pro-Ams, mind you. Then we got Nick Martin, Brad Hudson and Matthew Foe, Tyler Sheaf, Cam Hardwick, Nathan Verney, Nick Schmallenberg, Callum Rossender, Alan Dawson, Josh King and Dean Sinkovic. Dean actually managing to grab a podium, so props to him there. Oh, hello. Then we got...
Yep, I'm still here, mate. I'm still here.
No, I've got problems. We've got Brad Hudson, Matthew Foe, Tyler Sheaf, Hardwick, Verney. What in Jesus Nora is going on? Schmallenberg, Rosenberg, Dawson King, Dean Sinkovic, Cowan Proctor, Ratcliffe, Cena, Wakefield, Brook, Caldwell, Heath, Gerard and Tim Schmallenberg there as well. And then moving on from that is Zaki Barton, Bradley Mays, Matt Tesseria, Darren Fahey, Tom Donoghue, Greggy Johnson, Dylan DeBono, Brent Wassell, Ethan Cale is the last one there as well. Right, so we're going to go and have a chat with some of these drivers. So who are we going to start with? Where is Jason Depp? He ain't there at the moment. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1 order. So I'll tell you what.
Jason Depp.
Why is Cam Hardwick in there again?
Yeah, Cam Hardwick is probably the winner for that because I think Jason's supposed to be up a category. Where is Cam? Where did Cam finish?
Cam finished in 14th.
So I'm not sure why he's in there. I don't know. Maybe he wants to tell us something, or maybe he's just chatting to the boys in there. So it makes Jason Depp. It means the next one would be Nick Schmellenberg. That's the winner. So there's a bit of confusion across there, but that's okay. We will go to the top Pro-Am winner and the top Am winner, I guess.
Well, Pro-Am, I've got Mitchy Noble. Unless Noble's moved around here. But we've got Jamie Davis. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do this for a minute. We're going to bring in Mr. Jamie Davis here as well. Jamie, welcome in. How are you? Jamie?
Good, JP. Yourself?
I'm all right, mate. What are you doing in the interview room, bud?
Surprise to me.
Sorry, mate. Say that again.
That's a surprise to me as well, mate.
Oh, okay, mate. Well, welcome in. Thank you very much. You're going to get your livery sorted out for me because you do look a little bit odd.
Yeah, this weekend the livery's getting done.
All right, bud. Well done. How was it out there anyway? 6th overall in pros?
No, apparently I'm being downgraded to Pro-Am, so that's why I'm in here.
Oh, so you think you won Pro-Am, that's why you're in here?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's
all
been
right.
posted.
That makes
It's
sense.
been posted.
No one told us up here. But
I haven't had an
JB,
updated
how's fatherhood,
sheet,
mate?
Jamie. So bear with me, mate. I haven't had an updated sheet. I'm just making the correction. There you go, Jamie. You're now Pro-Am and you are a winner. Well done, Jamie Davis, for taking the win in the Pro-Ams.
Thank you very much. And yeah, fatherhood is challenging, Steve, but it's very enjoyable. Loving it.
Oh, it is, mate. It's some amazing times ahead of you, mate. Unfortunately, they do get worse before they get better.
Oh, I can
and then they get
vouch
worse
for that.
again.
Yeah, I can vouch for that all day.
But you still never cherish every moment.
Yeah, definitely never a dull moment, but yeah, loving it.
Yeah,
excellent, mate. How are you enjoying the new team, mate? A little bit more going on in the background and having a bit of fun. You've got some really fast lads to go around and drive with. The boys had a bit of bad luck last night.
Yeah, no, yeah, very enjoyable, very insightful. Yeah, my time's sort of limited for the time being, but yeah, enjoying every moment of it so far.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Well, we've got a night coming through, so we want to go through a bit quicker. Who do you know who gets the Project 36 on track?
Thanks to simrigs.com, CC Forged, Shockworks, and Cataclysm Computers, and yeah, just everyone who runs this runs the league. Thank you very much.
You're a legend, mate. Good luck with the rest of the season, and also send your love out to the missus and the little bub, mate.
I'll certainly pass that on. Thank you very much, JP. Thanks,
Take care, man.
Take care, brother.
See you.
Right, who do you want to bring in
who
now?
We got next, JP?
Well, let's have a chat. We better have a chat with Cam. Should we go Cam Hardwick and bring him into the booth? Cam, how are you, sir? Cam?
Cam?
Cam.
Hey, boys.
Yo, you all right, mate?
Mate, what a night, eh?
Are you popping in just for a chat, or are you a winner that we don't know about?
Nah, am winner.
Oh, my God.
So is Jason Depp gone to pro?
Pro-Am.
Can somebody please, if RC's listening, please send me an up-to-date sheet?
Yeah, no, that's actually Cam's job probably to send you that. No, it's not. It's Callum Roseneater needs to send that through to you with Dougie Gowan. So we need an update, boys. Congratulations, Cam.
Thanks, mate. I actually won last week too, and I didn't get to come and talk to you boys.
That's because
we knew that. We didn't want to speak to you.
Yeah. and the fact yeah, we didn't know what was going on. We still don't, clearly, up here in the booth, Cam. So don't feel bad about it, mate. You know what I mean? So there you go. How was it out there? Was you going to make it to the end or not?
I took a pit stop and I accidentally filled the car right up to the top. So
good job.
I got lucky with Nicholas running out on the start-finish line.
Oh, nice. Well, you know what? Luck is part of it. You put yourself in a position to get a place, and you did, mate. That's it.
Yeah, my theory this season is just cruise around and take the positions when they come to me. Don't do nothing silly, and the good results will come.
I agree.
Mate, I can tell you what, JP and I could vouch. We've seen many a titles won in the 86s with just safe, clean driving.
Yeah, don't worry about tomorrow night. That'll be completely different. But SFL is something I haven't really put my head to. So I'm going to give it a crack and see how we go.
Yeah.
Well, you've got yourself a P1, so you better maybe take a bit of extra focus.
No practice leading into the race. Just rock up on the night and see how we go.
JP, you're going to love the very casual approach of Mr. Hardwick. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. I would as well, to be fair, Cam. If I practiced any earlier than before the race, mate, it would all go wrong anyway. I'd forget it. So
exactly right. I'll just worry about it on the night and I'll rock up and just cruise around and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Go for it there as well. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go, Cam?
I can't go past thanking the Velocity Sim Lab team. Like, those boys are just there every week to push me as hard as I can and get me faster and faster. We also got to thank our major sponsors, Hikoki Power Tools and Barber Republic in Sydney. If anyone wants a haircut, go and see them and mention the team. No discounts, but they'll do a good job. And also got to thank you boys for putting on the show and the league for setting it up. And thanks, Dougie, for stuffing the session up tonight.
Yeah, well done, Doug. Good job there, DG. So, Cam, thank you very much, mate.
Nah, thanks for having me, boys. Hopefully, I'll be back here again next week.
Man, catch up with you soon.
Not if we're lucky.
Oh, you boys love seeing me. Come on.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, mate. Yeah, always a pleasure, never a chore.
Always love to see an Essendon supporter that knows how to lose. Catch you, mate.
See you later, mate.
See you, boys. See you, boys.
See you, mate.
Right, we're going to whiz through these as well because I've got an appointment coming up very, very shortly. But let's have a chat with Mr. Marcus Watson, finishing third at the end. Got really fuel saved like crazy with Horton in behind him. Watson opening up the air. It meant he did have to go into a pits, but he did finish in third place there as well. Marcus, welcome in, bud. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How close was it on fuel, mate?
No, not close at all. I put in a litre and still coughed across the line. I was very surprised that the two boys ahead made it. I couldn't have done it.
Yeah, well, they were. I will tell you now, on the final lap, Horton lifted off just as he went over the line and cruised all the way down into turn one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super close. And I thought I tried saving throughout the start of the race, like from like lap 3 onwards, throughout the middle of the race, and I thought maybe we could make it work. I was saying we needed to put just under a litre in, and I just wasn't saving enough. And being the
lead car,
the lead car, it just didn't help. And I was hoping towards the end there Danny would come and fight us, and I was just going to drop to third and mega fuel save, but I just was in the wrong spot, and Josh obviously did the right thing for himself and fuel saved behind me the whole race. And I mean, congratulations to him. He did a mega job, and I don't even think maybe if I was behind someone I could have fuel saved that much. It was pretty impressive.
He did a stellar job, but mate, he was fuel saving pretty much as he. Correct me if I'm wrong, JP, but as soon as he crossed the start finish line, he was pretty much rolling all the way to the first corner. So it wasn't too bad at all. Great effort. I don't know how the hell he's done it, but yeah, I'm sure we'll hear all about it in a few minutes. But mate, spectacular start to the season. A little bit of hard work there by the other boys, but still, you got yourself back to third.
Yeah, I was very happy with third. I mean, I just raced my own race at the start. I was pretty disappointed with the other race not counting. I would have had 2 wins under my belt, but that's fine. I mean, always happy with the podium, good points for the championship, and I mean, it was a good race. I'm pretty disappointed with because I mean, I thought I had it in the bag, to be honest. I honestly pitted a couple laps early because I didn't want to be on colder tyres on the last lap. I thought everyone was going to pit. So a little bit disappointing, but overall happy with third. And hopefully I can just keep winning and keep getting podiums.
All right, man.
Shot, mate.
Well done, bud. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, just want to thank Team Max Boost and my family for all their support.
Awesome job, Marcus. Well, look forward to seeing you next week, mate. Take care.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, buddy.
Right, and then we're going to fly through the final 2 here as well. Mr. Carl Ridley, the man who was fuel saving from the very beginning, nearly had enough to catch up with Horton. I think it was absolutely bonkers of like 2 seconds between them as they went over the line here. But let's welcome him for his second place and a fuel saving extraordinaire, clearly, for Mr. Carl Ridley. Carl, welcome in, bud.
Hi, good evening, well, good morning, or whatever it is down up there for you.
Up? It's 10 to 1 in the afternoon, mate. You're all good.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How was it out there?
Yeah, how do you say? I've got a burnt out clutch now, but not. I don't know. With the formation of that other race, and I knew my tank was 25 minutes, so I knew I had to stretch it to get a good result. Stretched it too far because I could actually have done another lap, but the last 5 laps I realized I can actually just go full send, so I did. Just missed Josh, which would have been nice to get him, but but yeah, I'm happy. I'm quite tired because it's very past my bedtime now. So apologize if my speech is awesome.
It's no different to what JP gives us all morning, mate.
Yeah, well,
Lately true, mate.
He gets the other end of it.
Yeah.
Well, mate, it's 2 weeks in a row we got you up here, and you've had a cracking race again. So well done, mate. I didn't think you'd be able to fuel save like Mr. Horton, but you did well. But we've got to cruise through because JP's got to leave for an appointment. Who gets you online, mate, and who supports the team?
Yeah, I want to thank SLM Motorsports. I want to thank my teammates out on track today. And I want to thank the big man, Mr. Matt Keane, for all the work he does at SLM these days and all the work he does for I'm screwing all my acronyms, SLM. So I want to thank Matt and I want to thank you guys for all the broadcasting, and bedtime it is.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my $1 million contract to come from Matty to drive for you, mate. That's what I'm waiting for at the moment.
Million pesos.
Maybe. That'll do. Hey, millions better. At least I'm a millionaire somewhere.
Yeah, this is true. You get some drachmas in there as well if you want.
Exactly. Carl, you take care, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, man.
Take care, buddy.
Right, let's bring him in. The final one here as winner as well. The winner who was fuel saving but all the way through the race. He literally lifted off after the line and ran it all the way down into turn one on the clutch. It is Mr. Joshy Horton from Vermilion Motorsport. Joshy, welcome in, bud.
Hey, JP. Hey, Sinker. How are we?
I'm very well, mate.
We're
How
good,
are you
mate.
doing?
We're good. How that? That's all I'm going to say is how that.
How did you do that?
A bit of clutch work.
You think?
Had a very nice Marcus Watson in front of me.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did notice you were clutching in there, mate, and following him all the way through as well. So fair play to you for that one, buddy. An absolutely masterclass there on how to save fuel. Was it as close as it was it as close as it seemed? Josh, how much did you have going over the line?
I was coughing. 0.1, 0.2. Not very much of a leader. So we
just enough to get across the line and get around the first few corners.
Yeah, that was it. Well, I mean, I went across the line and then put the clutch in and let it out, and the car stalled. So.
Can you imagine, JP, if you didn't make the first corner, it would have been all for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have got out and pushed you, Josh. I would have jumped in the sim and gave you a shove there, mate. It would have been all right. Don't you worry about it as well. Listen, dude, we got a motor on because I got an appointment to get to very, very shortly. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Vermilion Motorsports. Our sponsors are Race Lab, Burb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Hymo Setups, Vermilion X Coaching, thekartshop.com.au, and a massive shout out to you guys over at SRW for the series you put on. Tonight was amazing. Although we had some issues, it got solved pretty quickly, and I'm happy with the turnout.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Josh, you take care, buddy. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Nice. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your night.
Okay,
Good luck, buddy. Well done.
Right, I've just been offered 1 million grains of rice from Matty Keane. So he's going to send me the contract in the mail, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that one, Matty, as well. I'd quite happily be paid. Right, guys, we're going to go off to Hockenheim next week for another 20 minutes and 40-minute race here. So join us for that one. Steve, final thoughts for you?
Oh, mate, look, it was a night of dramas, night of everything. The RC pulled it out of the bag at the end of the night, and thanks for all the drivers for being patient. That's most important. And also, at the end of the day, thanks to all the viewers coming out and watching the show and listening to me and you dribble and enjoy the racing.
Dribble? I'm a professional. I do my job, Steven Sinkovic. How rude of him. Don't listen to me dribble on whatsoever here at all. Oh, my God. Right, guys, I need a bounce because I've got to get blinking appointment to go to. We're going to leave this as it is now. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostyn and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us.